What's going on, guys? Matty Day Trades back at it again with the weekly watch list. So our first name's going to be Oxy here. Oil's been hot. Oxy really not liking this monthly trend line. I've been waiting for it to actually break out, but it just hasn't really done it. Really, when I look at this weekly, that 43.20 surge candle, I want to see this thing fill back down to 43, honestly. We're about to get this weekly trend breakdown. Ideally, we could play 60 as, a decent entry area. Looking for 57.25. Again, this doesn't move as crazy. Then this prior low, 54.20. 51.44 really opens up the gates for this thing to let go. 48.70, 47.40, and final target that 43.20. Not really looking for upside. This thing needs to break 68, and then you got, some big resistance at like 70. So there's no point of the upside on that one for me. Another one is GS. GS, got some news, yanked, ripped. It's kind of in this thin PA area where price just rips and dips. As you can see, really, this 349 to 374 is crazy, up, down, etc. You got this beautiful trend breakout, but really, this thing went 313 to 389, no stopping. Based out, put in lows, and you can see, honestly, down here where I find reversals, you kind of make an unsustainable move, base out a bit, put in no new lows. If you do, gets bought up. So now here I am watching, this prior high at 374.27 is a great short area. It's tough for entries now. Let's see. You can see this steep downtrend here. I mean, I would love to see this under 365. If we somehow get a test of that 374.27 area, I would just stop loss at like 377. And then, if you break that prior low 365.57, we should move down to 362.26. Under that, price should move nicely. 356, under 356, 352, 350 is your retested breakout, and the bottom of that is 339. If you wanted to long this, which again I wouldn't, but 375, you're risking 378.46. That has to break out. If it does, you can move on up. I'm sorry, that 386. But again, really looking for the downside on this name. Another one is Baba. Been waiting and waiting to short China names. Baba kind of got up to, this really, this prior all-time high over here. Kind of turned into this wick area, and then you got this prior low here. But really, from 120 to 129, prices, this is the area where I'm looking to short. That's the monthly view. I would have loved to see Baba price go up to at least 125. We didn't quite get there, but Baba from the lows has been on an insane move down here. So, once again, I was away, so kind of missing a lot. But in terms of entries, I'm going to have to play Friday's lows, or honestly, 105. If 105 breaks down, Baba should be able to see 100, under 100, 98, and then really I want 94 based off bigger time frames here. If I look at the 4-hour, excuse me, it's a little messy. See, we got a nice breakdown. Prior high over here. Our breakout level is at 107, which we're under. Yeah, so 105 I would use, under 105. 101 to 100 is pretty tough. Under that, 97 gives you gap fill, fills at 94.46. decent name. BA is another one. This thing also has just been absolutely insane. This monthly breakout kind of just went parabolic. We've had no real retest. Um, Ideally 195. Your prior highs at 175, which is crazy. Your weekly now is the box is pretty messy, but it is boxing out a bit here. You'd have to make your call trigger up, depending on your risk. But again, I am looking on the downside on this name. The prior low is 203.59. And we got a price void all the way down 196.75. Under that, uh, I would like to see price down at 190. Under 190, we have that 185.40 area that we've been watching a lot. Let's see. There's that prior low there at that 203.50. 198 was our prior high. You have a gap fill 192.60 to 191. I mean, you can obviously see the PA down here 150 to 165. I'm not saying that happens, but this thing definitely needs to have a breather of some sort. Oxy, Baba, BA. Tesla's another one that looks really good. It's been on an unsustainable rip here, running right into our prior lows there at 199.30, the prior high at 199.30. This has been a great area of interest on bigger time frames. I mean, there's been no red candles here. This thing is nuts. Yeah, at 196 rejection. I mean, I want to see this thing back at 180, 177, 167. Under 167, this thing really falls fast. 155, you got to gap fill down to 146. Microsoft's in a major area here. Monthly trend, wicked over, rejected, prior high is acting as a nice sell there at 264. This thing wants price to go back down to 251. Man, I missed a lot here. Under 257, yeah, that thing should see 252.20, 250. Pretty good there for a bounce down there. Moderna looks ready to break down that 169 level. Under 162, that thing sends to Valhalla. ABBV has been on our weekly watch list. It's finally coming in on that weekly monthly trend there. Airbnb at some prior highs. The weekly just deletes some things. There's that prior high at 121.30. You can see it on the monthly. Oh, it's pretty nice there. Crocs was really a good one. Crocs monthly is coming in. The 132.30 is pretty big. Not nice candles here on the monthly. This thing's been on unsustainable rip ever since 84. I mean, this thing, it's time to come down, I think. Under 115 gets the party started on that. 111 and then down to 102 area. Target, pretty incredible chart there off that 184 through 180 level. And really this thing goes all the way down somewhere to 144. Like, this box is pretty incredible on this thing. Widest range 184 to 137, but really 184, 180, gives you a 175 pretty fast. Under 175, that's when price really starts to head down and move down fast, as you can see. Target screams 170 under that 178 area. under, 170, 165, 160 now. Is that a pretty big spot as well? FedEx. There's a lot of names I'm liking, honestly. My charts aren't loading here. FedEx is in no man's land, coming in on some weekly, monthly trends. Some, 220 is major for FedEx. And really, this thing went 192 to 217. I think it's about time we cool off a bit. Inside candles in the middle of nowhere. Friday's lows 211 gives you 210. Under 209.30, you got gap fill 204, 198, and 192 retest area. Your trend's all the way down at 180 for Christ's sakes. But I think that's going to do it, guys. I kind of just like going over names and, just giving my thoughts and thesis on them like that. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Let's bank this weekend. All right. Take it easy, guys.